Hey guys, what's going on? Tony here, CCxRC, and on the bench we have the Black Market RC Racehorse chassis. I got this from Jacob Smallwood. He designed this and had them for sale over at the Solid Axle Monster Mayhem group on Facebook. He designed up this chassis, and I think it's fantastic. I've had a few runs on it already. I've had a few issues not related to his chassis, but related to my axles and the hexes in particular, is what I found has been my problem. But overall, I really liked all the options he's giving us here with this chassis design. You can see all the mounting holes and options you have for setting up your shocks exactly where you want them, depending on the length of shock you have. And so you can see I've got mine mounted right onto the axles. I have the CPE, Crawford Performance Engineering links on here. It's a 4-link system that's from Crawford Performance. You can see the uppers in there as well. And so I bought out this kit. I didn't have anything to build this from, and it's based on an SMT10 truck is what he's got kind of going on here. So you can use your parts readily from that truck, bring it over here and have a little bit nicer chassis that's aluminum like this. So let's just take a quick look here at it. And I'll tell you about what I've got built on here. I've already told you about the arms. My sway bars right here are Freestyle RC front and rear. And then I've also got the Freestyle RC servo saver here on my EcoPower WP110T waterproof servo. I was just giving that a test out. I've seen it at Hobbytown and wanted to see what those were like. Overall, seems to be doing pretty well with it. I feel like I've got enough power from it. Internally in these axles, so I picked these up on eBay because I didn't have any. It did not have the right hexes. It didn't have any hexes, and I was just trying to put some on and get it running. Turns out that was causing me a ton of problems with binding, and the tires just kind of hitting the axles and gripping, and just it's been a mess. So I've been having trouble getting this running, but it's been just a simple, very cheap problem is what it turns out to be. But inside these axles, I've got extra speed axle braces that go inside the axles, and then I've got the HD spiral cut gears from Axial in here, and these are like the plus ones that give you a little bit more speed inside. I've got the Hot Racing steering link up front here that I did swap out the top bar to run this Freestyle RC servo saver right there. But no like metal parts here up on the axles other than internally. I'm running a Sidewinder SV3, a little bit older system in there. It's used. It's from some of my other trucks. It's a 4600 kV system that is 3S capable, that is running to a Hot Racing metal gearbox and metal spur, and so the internal gears are metal as well. Nice upgrade for these. Gives it a little bit extra I guess durability when you're running 3S and a little bit more speed on them. Coming around the rear, same with the rear axle. Haven't done anything really crazy to the extra parts. These are just SMT10 shocks. You can get them on eBay for pretty cheap. I got 4 for I think 20 bucks. Overall, it seems to be doing well. Running a Dean's connection on it. You can see if you look at the bottom, it's already pre-drilled for the SMT10 transmission. It looks like it can also do the Freestyle RC transmission. I'm guessing based on these 2 holes. Maybe that's also for the RC 4-wheel drive one. I don't know. I should find out about that. But again, you can see all the different little holes that he's got here in the chassis as mounting points, and just kind of options for you. Just looking around the chassis here, you can see the width of it. It's nice and wide. The only thing that I really wish it had was a little bit more forethought about the battery mounting in here. And, you know, maybe could have just cut this out a little bit on the sides here, had it dip in right around there to put a strap through, or a couple of holes to put in the a battery tray. I'm not sure exactly what I would have done, but something that just made me think that, you know, he was thinking about the battery placement. I'm not going to fault him for it. You know, this Velcro that I have here strapped underneath works okay. I could drill out or Dremel out my own holes in here. Right now I'm just running a big plate of Velcro on the inside, big tab of it, and that thing is hard to get the battery off of. Actually, it does such a good job. And then also I've got this strap right here. So I am running J Concepts wheels on here. These are their Renegade tires, and their rims. I love these things. Awesome. They handle just really well. So I did have to make my own little mounts here for the body to go on, which is just Velcro, like so. Holds on there pretty good. Doesn't really come off easily. You really have to pull on it to get it to come off. You can see the tire coming off because of the hex issue. These are Traxxas hexes. I thought if I went with a little bit wider hex, it would stop some of the binding that I was getting, and that did prove true. However, I did not Loctite my nut on, and so I lost it mid-run. But anyway, guys, that is a quick look at the Black Market RC Racehorse chassis. Again, this thing is really awesome. I don't know what the availability is still on them. If there's enough interest, he may do another run of them, but I really like it. And you'll be seeing some more run videos of this coming up very soon. I do have new hexes from Axial coming in the mail that I ordered from Amazon, and that's only because they didn't have them locally. And so I just kind of did what I had to here last minute as I'm needing this thing to be up and running. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, I give this thing a thumbs up. I do wish, and hopefully in like any future models, maybe even if the chassis changes, there'll be maybe a groove or something for the battery tray, just to have a little bit easier access with a Velcro strap. But other than that, I think it's well thought out, well laid out, and a pretty nice chassis. So good job, Jacob. Really digging it, man. And I did run it quite a bit, and I'm really liking how it's handling. And so we'll have footage for you guys coming up in the near future. Again, thanks for tuning in. As always, have fun RCing, guys. We'll catch you next time.